Bonjour mes amis. Welcome to the weekly frag. That's all the French I got. I took 4 years of French, that's all I can muster.
You were fine until you said the 4 years of French part. Now it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. All right, guys, right into the quick scope. Max and Vince here, weekly frag time. Team Vitality is finally here. Their new CSGO roster was revealed. The initial report from DK was the lineup of MBK, RBK, ZywOo, Happy, and MBK, Apex. So many like MBK, RBK. That's the team.
So many.
Two. But Apex, I don't know. Anyway, that's the team. DK reported it. Nell, I believe, reported that it was Vitality is going to be the organization. And now we have finally another French team to root for.
I mean, cool, right? I just don't know. I just wonder if I feel like they've shuffled the deck chairs a lot and there's not necessarily any good options anymore.
That's the French scene as a whole anyway.
Yeah.
It's musical chairs. There's one name still notably not on a team, Kiyashima. So we'll see what they can do. Obviously, they're not in EPL or ECS. They'll have to qualify for some things, see if they get invites somewhere. But they're finally here, and there's no more wondering when this team will finally form. Now, next piece of news. VP Esports reported that G2 minus Kenny S signed new contracts. That was kind of like a rumor of whether or not Kenny S was going to join up with this new Vitality team or what was going to happen there. But for the most part, I feel like this G2 team is going to be the same for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, if for some reason Kenny S were to leave, who do they get now?
As a star offer, not a lot of options there.
Yeah, so I feel like something will get done and this will be fine, and this will be a non-story.
Yep. Now, another report from DK came out saying that Pronax and Michaelele are exploring international options together.
Two kindred souls.
Yeah.
Just looking for Counter-Strike love in all the wrong places.
Wow, that's a good analogy there. So they're on Chaos. Like that's the team that formerly was Digital Chaos.
Right, if you're a Dota 2 fan, right. Digital Chaos would be how you recognize that name.
Exactly. These two players have been together forever, and they just haven't been able to find a winning formula, like you said.
I think so. I said one sentence, you said about 3 sentences, and we said the same thing.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well,
Brevity, people.
Alrighty. Now, big piece of news here for the IM Katowice major coming up. The minors have changed. So now there will no longer be direct invites to the minor. So Mouse and Winstrike, who went 0-3 in the Legend stage of the Face It major, will now be directly invited to the closed qualifiers.
I think that's...
They want to make it more inclusive.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're Mouse. Like, you're these teams that went 0-3 in the major, and all of a sudden you're like, how much farther am I going to have to go down now? Because this is another step. It shouldn't be a problem. Them getting through closed qualifiers shouldn't be a problem, but this is now another step that those teams have to take, where you're looking at it, and the difference between getting one win at the major and staying a legend versus now you are all the way back down. That's tough. That's tough.
It's really tough. I think for Winstrike too, it's like, okay, all right, we have one more major of being here potentially because we can go through the minor maybe with some magic. Not anymore. This European minor is going to be a slugfest, as they always are, really.
Yeah.
So that's some news to keep an eye out for. Let us know what you think about that, of course. But Navi invited to Blast Pro Copenhagen. This event is shaping up to be amazing outside of Cloud9. But Cloud9 are on the rise, some would say, because they have Flusha. And all you North American hopefuls out there.
On the rise in the sense that like they can't sink any further, right? Like not necessarily on the rise because like we believe good things.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure we were clear here.
So the Copenhagen lineup is now complete as Astralis, FaZe, Navi, C9, NIP, MIBR.
Should be some fun matches.
It's going to be a fun tournament to watch, especially with that Blast show series thing that they do at the end with the 1v1s if they do that again.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, Gambit and Flipside have extended their loan agreement for Blade. He will stay as the coach on that team as Gambit still continues to figure out what they want to do with their roster. And then the last piece of news that came out from last week is the MP5 is finally in competitive with some new CT models on Nuke as well. So
I think we made it a week between where we didn't have something come out between when we filmed and when the video was released. I think we made it.
I think so. Well done.
I think we made it.
High five. Woo! All right, guys, now getting into the retake. Not a lot going on outside of Star Series. Of course, EPL and ECS are underway, but Star Series is the premier going on. Just some weird names there. So catch you guys up on it real quick. Ents and NRG are through to the playoffs, going 3-0, so easy for Ents.
That makes sense, though.
It does.
Easy for Ents makes sense. We got another line for y'all.
Alrighty, all you Finnish fans out there. My mouse pad is broken, I told you.
I went there and I was like, oh, It's broken.
Yeah, please don't donate. That was a joke. Mouse and NRG and Fragsters are all 2-1. So Fragsters, what DreamHack event were they at?
Who is on that team?
I couldn't tell you. But they're Danish, and they're 2-1. They're 1 win away from going to the playoffs of Star Series.
Well, maybe we'll find out.
Make the most of your opportunities, folks. Big and Hellraisers are 1-2, so 2 Legends teams from the Face It Major are on the verge of elimination. And Sprout and Cole are out. So obviously Sprout is a team that we saw a couple majors ago, but Cole's the big one, going 0-3 after making their run at the major that they did. Now it's time for them to kind of regroup and figure out where they kind of stand internationally.
Complexity is cosplaying as the North American version of QBF/Winstrike. Make a run to the playoffs of the major and then do nothing else.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Like a cosplay joke out of you, that was good.
Also, watch big.
Okay, I'm watching.
So I gotta say,
all right,
watch what happens if they don't do well here.
Got our eyes on you. The last 2 games going on today that are important that you should keep an eye on are Optic versus Shark Boys and North versus Gambit. Those are both 1-1 games. But Star Series has been, it's so weird because like
nobody's there.
Yeah, like this tournament should be NRGs, Mouse, and it should be Ences to make a deep run to show what they have going into the latter half of the year.
Yeah, it's weird. Mouse winning ESL New York was interesting, but so you would think that this would be their event, but I think they kind of overachieved when they won New York. So this is probably kind of more where we've seen Mouse for the last couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. It is back. Buyer save time. Your favorite segment. Our favorite segment.
Do we know that it's their favorite segment? Should we ask them? Is Buyer Save your favorite segment?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
Please do.
Okay.
All right. So Buyer save. First one. Renegades makes EPL or ECS playoffs. I'm saying this because I inadvertently crapped on Renegades for their roster change, and they started 6-0 in EPL.
I just felt like, and
Renegades.
They could be 6-0. They're 6-0 right now. They could very much easily be like 8-10 by the time it's all said and done.
I think they make EPL playoffs, so I'm buying it. ECS is very hard because there's only 4 spots. It's a smaller league in terms of who goes to playoffs. But yeah, I think they make EPL finals.
I mean, soft buy. Like, I mean, I'll buy it because they did start out 6-0, but I'm not going to feel good about it.
Alrighty. Now, next one. Buyer save. Team Liquid wins both EPL and ECS regular seasons.
Buy.
You would think so.
But
MIBR
something
contesting?
tells me something bad's going to happen and they're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's so much faith or so much hype going into New York, coming out of New York. Everyone kind of needs to pump the brakes a little bit. Just be like, all right, this team, just like stop getting on the hype train in terms of going into every event. We have a real chance to win this. Let's just take it step by step.
Allow me to break off for a second real quick here. I think that what's going on with Team Liquid, runner up, they're really good, is a symptom of their not really being good number 2 after Astralis. And you can make the case that that's Navi, but we've seen them kind of suffer at a lot of events too, right? Aside from making the final of the major. Everybody knows Astralis is there, but we don't really have like a clear number 2 team. So if one team performs well a little bit, it's like, oh, they could be the second best team in the world. They could be the second best team in the world. They could be the second best team in the world. The reaction is, the reality is I think there's nobody really that consistent besides Astralis. So this is going to continue to shuffle. Like maybe it's going to be FaZe, but then they're going to struggle. And it's going to be Liquid, but they're going to struggle a little bit. Navi, they're going to struggle a little bit. Mouse, how long ago was it that people thought Mouse might have been the second or third or fourth best team in the world, and they couldn't put consistent performances together. I think we're just lacking from the fact that there's only one consistent team right now. So with that said, I'm going to sell.
So you're selling it?
Save it.
I would, yes, shit. I did it too. Yeah, I'm saving it as well. That's the point. It's the nail on the head right there. They're contesting to be the number 2 team in the world. The thing about Navi is that they have the championships to back up their performances this year.
Yeah.
Outside, like Navi has been really good or really bad.
Yeah.
Liquid has been so close, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna save it as well. I think they don't win the EPL regular season or maybe the ECS. I don't know. They're not going to win one of them in terms of regular season.
Anyway.
Yeah. Buyer save. Next one. 2 new teams rather, win a premiere by the end of the year. Now keep in mind, when I was looking up the information for this question, 7 teams have won premieres this year. Same as last year. Last year there were 7 different teams who won premieres, and there's 5 premieres left. So the same 7 teams who have won are Astralis, FaZe, Fnatic, North, Mouse, Cloud9 with the major, and Na'Vi.
What are the remaining premiers? IEM Chicago, Epicenter, ECS,
EPL,
ESL,
and Star Series going on right now.
Okay.
Now, apparently Blast Pro does not count as a premier in terms of Wikipedia,
No, So I'm gonna go buy because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one this weekend.
Yeah.
And something weird just gotta happen somewhere else.
MIBR EPL.
Yep, there it is, right
All
there.
in.
Yeah, buy it.
On Danish home soil, MIBR comes back. That was bold. The last one, Na'Vi and Liquid finished 2 and 3 in the HLTV standings to end the year.
I'm gonna say buy just because I don't know who else is gonna take it from them.
Yeah, I mean, FaZe is in a roster identity crisis right now in terms of who they want and their leader. Mouse, I guess, is the next one, and so is MIBR's there too. But I would say if Mouse win Star Series and then put together some top 4 finishes to close out the year, they'll maybe finish 3. But I think Navi's a lock for number 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy.
Buy as well.
Let's roll.
All right, kids, get out your history books. It's time for This Week in CS History.
What was that voice? Why was that so weird?
I'm Professor Max.
Oh,
Welcome to
good.
class.
Oh, God.
Alrighty. So, this week in CSGO history, FaZe Clan won the E-League 2017 Premier. The most dominant performance at E-League in terms of what had happened until Astralis came in and dominated last year. But Astralis played, or this year rather, Astralis played one less series because it was less teams, obviously. But recapping the run, I mean, they 2-0'd RNG and Na'Vi. Then in the bracket play, they beat NV, North, and Astralis. This was like the height of their run, essentially.
Oh, because it was right after ESL New York, which they also dominated.
Yeah, it was really just no one really was like, okay, we got to play FaZe. We'll just roll over and die. There's no chance here. But the rest of their 2017, right? So they go out of groups in Epicenter. They get second at Oakland to NIP, and because of Oakland, of course. They get second at EPL to SK, and then they get first at ECS over Mouse, because SK wasn't at ECS, I believe.
Right.
So, and then obviously the major happens. They go up and down. Olaf might takes leave of absence. They win with existing Chromin this year. So looking at their run, I mean, it really was kind of interesting to see how far this team could go and then just fall off in terms of what teams were starting to rise. The Cloud9 upset really kind of just derailed this team in terms of where it was heading.
Yeah, we talked a lot about FaZe last week too, and I think a lot of those same points still hold. But I will just say they have been a sneaky feast or famine sort of team where they did really well. I mean, where was it? The PGL major, they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, that was the old lineup though.
Right, but then that led to the new lineup. But so even then, but that core, the core of Nico, Kerrigan, and Rain, you know, they've had some sneaky feast or famine capabilities.
Feast or famine, I like that. Yeah. Well, we've come to the end of another, I guess, minced together episode of the Weekly Frag. Not a lot going on. But we're still here for all of you folks out there loving the content. So it's bomb downtime, but also be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications for more of me gyrating.
I don't think that helps subscriber numbers.
It does.
But
alrighty, here we go. Let's see. Bomb down in 3, 2, 1. Vince, where does Kiyoshima end up? That's such a tough question, I'm sorry.
Continuing the stream.
Alrighty. Which teams qualify for Epicenter through the wild card? Now, 3 teams go through. It is VP, ENCE, Swole Patrol, Vanguard, and 5 Power.
ENCE, Vanguard, and VP because, wow.
Alrighty. Which team wins Epicenter?
Oh, wow, that's tough. I'm calling it. Na'Vi.
Yeah, I was going to agree with you there. And then last one. Who shaves their beard first? Me or you?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Why me?
I don't know. You've already shaved more recently than I have.
True. I could keep the beard. I mean, we're going to Epicenter. It's cold in Russia, right?
I don't plan on shaving this anytime soon.
Me either. So.
Okay.
All right. Well,
still going to be you.
It's going to be a couple, by December, it's going to be like, oh, welcome to the Weekly Frag. My beard's all the way down here. I'll be like Pai Mei from Kill Bill, just whipping my beard across, dropping knowledge. But now it's time for Comment of the Week. So, we were supposed to give away the skins this week, but the comments kind of sucked. So, we're going to do a new challenge here. But first, the Comment of the Week goes to Lazy Lyra, who said, you think your new fancy animation is going to make up for your hobo shirts? Yes, we do.
No, I don't.
There's a hobo shirt under this, but I wore a sweater today. So you're in luck. Now, we have a new challenge for Comment of the Week. And this will be, I guess, in conjunction with the giveaway, but we also have to, let us know below if you guys want to do one giveaway where a person gets 2 skins or 2 giveaways where one person gets 1 skin each.
Okay.
Because we have 2 skins to give away. Now, we want to know what segment idea do you think we should add to the weekly frag? Drop some segment ideas in the comments. Of course, alongside some funny comments. Someone said you look like the guy from Short Circuit, or if it was me that looked like the guy from Short Circuit. I've never seen Short Circuit.
Me either.
So I don't know what was going on there.
Okay.
So yeah, let us know what kind of segments you want to see added to the weekly frag. We are going to Epicenter, but I'm assuming we'll do an episode next week, depending on how things look. Until next time, guys, Max, Vince, Beards, later.